Unlimited Hyperworks is back once again with episode 11. Utterly awesome episode. I really liked what they've done with this episode because it's just a very simplistic episode showing us the things that we need to know, and it's setting up very much for the action-packed episode that we're going to get next week. Because if you didn't know, next week is the first season final, which we're going to be getting. It's going to be an hour long, and then they're taking a season break, and then they're coming back with the second half of the show. This is probably for budgeting reasons, because as you've seen, the budget is like limitless. It's unlimited. They have so much budget, and I feel like this is just for them to take time away and to make sure they'll get the second part of the season done correctly. So this episode was just really nice because it's basically carrying on and showing us the after effects of the fight from last week, and we're seeing what's happened to Shirou's body and how it's basically he's sort of destroyed himself a little bit, because when he activated, like when he projected the two blades, he coursed his body, like coursed through his entire body with magic power which he's never used before, and in doing so he like overloaded all his circuits, his magical circuits that he's never used before, because obviously he's never used magic to his full potential, so some of them have laid dormant. And we find this out through Archer, which just adds more to the fact that the theory of Archer and Shirou just being the same person there, because as he's like examining Shirou and he basically fixes his circuits, and we see them like multiply with like this gorgeous pulse effect that goes through like his entire body, and he basically says, oh, this happened to me once before, I lost the ability to use one of my arms. And it's like, oh, you're just adding so much to this theory that they're the same person. I don't know how, because their ideals are like different. But what was interesting about this as well, let's just start off Rin. Rin's just amazing, best girl of the show, you can't deny that. Just Shirou needs to get his act together, and just he's got Rin staying at his house and he's not doing anything about it. It's like, come on, he shuts the door. He shuts the door. It's just, But yeah, I've got a feeling in the light novel this is where things will get interesting. So I am going to have to catch up eventually, but I'm still on the Fate side, but different story, different day. But what I liked about this as well, his interaction with Rin as well as Archer in this episode. They're both questioning his ideals, because obviously Shirou, he likes the idea of sacrificing himself to save everyone else, but if you've seen Fate Zero, it doesn't always work out like that. You can try and save everyone, but it's clear it's not possible. Something's always not going to go your way. You can't save absolutely everyone. Even if you sacrifice yourself, you're still probably going to lose someone else. And it's like Archer and Rin, they both see that you have to be a mage for yourself. You have to fight for yourself and for whatever it is you want. And their ideals clearly conflict with his, because what I liked about the way Rin was explaining it to him was Rin finds magic fun, like the idea of learning new things. She finds the challenge fun, whereas for Shirou it was very much just a way of, if he has magic, he can then use it to help someone else. He doesn't really gain anything out of it, but you could look at it from his perspective is the fact that all he wants to gain out of it is the ability to help someone. So it's a bit of a scale situation, because obviously he's not going to be able to help everyone, because his power is, he's only got a certain amount of power that he can use, and obviously with that, if he tries to take on too much, he's not going to succeed, he's going to fail miserably. So I can see what Rin and Archer are trying to show him, but obviously Shirou just hasn't come to a point in the road where he's had to deal with that sort of situation, because obviously in his mind right now, all he wants to do is stop another catastrophe from happening. So his head's in the right place, he just needs to be careful with what's going to happen, because from what it seems like in the preview, shit is going to go down next week. And since it's an hour special, I just can't wait, because it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And overall, just a really nice episode. It had to be there to set up what's going to happen, and just with what's there, it's going to be very, very interesting, because especially now that Shirou has opened up a bunch more circuits that he can use, he's going to be a lot stronger. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do with that new skill, because obviously he's going to have powers to do stuff, but is he going to have the knowledge to actually do anything really great? So overall, awesome episode, solid 8 out of 10. Can't wait to see what happens next week, and I hope you join me for the season final because it's gonna be crazy. I've been Harry. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that various stuff. Let me know in the comments below on what you thought. Is there anything that you thought I didn't get from this episode? Let me know in the comments below because I've literally just watched it. I'll probably be rewatching it. I do want to try and rewatch the entire series so far, the first 11 episodes before the season final next week, just so I can give a full season review next week as well as the episode review. But anyway, I've been Harry. I shall see you soon. Goodbye.